Welcome Raiders to another Raid Shadow Legends video, and I wanted to make a quick small little thing here for everybody who keeps talking about Mercurial's OP overpowered in the meta. I want to show you a champion. You can see it here, and we'll put it in ×1 speed. Basically, if you wanted to use this champion, I can show you the build soon after this, but basically you should use this if you're having trouble against full teams like this, right? If you look, they have full Mercurial. Every single person, including their Fabian, is using 3-piece total, which is 9-piece, like a whole, the whole set, right? 9-piece on each champion total Mercurial, which gives you 3 stacks of total guard. Well, if you actually can go first, which most of these teams are slower because they're using Mercurial, right? So I'm just basically using 2 different boosters. You don't have to have these champions. You could have Arbiter and some other booster. It could even be an epic booster, honestly. You just boost in, all right? And then I'm going to use this champion, which is an old school champion. Everyone knows her as Argala, Galex girl. And look, as she has a skill that has attacks on enemies 3 times, right? And after the first hit, has a chance to put some decreased defenses. Well, when I go and use the skills against the enemies, now look at that Mercurial. It's all gone. And some of the champions have, one of the champions only got decreased defense. Maybe it just could be accuracy, or it could be, these are 2 Spirit Affinity champions. I probably weak hit them, possibly, and didn't land the decreased defense. But as you can see, you can actually get, if you're lucky, against the right waves or the right enemy affinities, you can actually get multiple decreased defense out there and remove all the Mercurial. Now I can just put out my Marius or my Nuka, whatever your Nuka you have, right? And now you can just go boom, 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 and kill them. Now, as you can tell, my Marius is not the best. I'm still getting my Marius up. But if you have a better Marius than me, I just got this champion like a month ago, I would have one-shot them, right? I'm not going to sit here and do this battle, but I just wanted to showcase it to you. Now you might think to yourself, damn, yeah, look, see, his damage wasn't crazy. I could have probably used a Thor, anybody else. I'm just still trying to get my Marius to 6-star or at least 4-star so I can get that crit damage. But let's just go real quick. Let's go see that build. Like, what am I using on this epic champion? Because people are saying epics are not good in 2026. Well, let's check Zargala. How did I build this champion? Well, I did put, you don't have to go this way. You can go and get Eagle Eye if you need more accuracy. But I came over here and got some Helm Smasher, because eventually I want to build this build even better with damage and high accuracy and high speed, which is probably going to take a while. It might take a few months to a year. But anyways, the purpose is I gave her a wand so she doesn't get controlled, right? No sheepies, things like that to help her out. Then I gave her Crushing Rend because I do have a 5-star blessing. I thought I had a 6. Oops, that's my fault. I have a +4 Zargala because I've been playing the game for a while, right? And I've been saving all my Zargalas to empower her, right? And then in the gear, what is the gear? Now the gear's not even rolled up all to 16. It's not even all ascended. You don't even need all that. All you need is 6-piece of deflection. That's it. Why? Well, 35. If you have the 4-piece, 35% chance to deflect any debuff onto the attacker. That's really good. And you place a block debuffs for 1 turn at the start of the round. That's really good, right? So you get protected. So that way you can actually do something. Now, the 6-piece is the most important. The wearer deals bonus damage proportional to their own accuracy to enemies that block debuffs from the wearer. That's cool. So that means if you have high accuracy, you do a little bit of bonus damage. That's cool, but that's not the most important part. The most important part is the part that comes after. Occurs once per skill. Dot. This damage can remove total guard stacks. So that's how I was able to land that decreased defense on the. So not only is it a triple hit, which can of course remove the Mercurial, but in some situations you can get AoE decreased defense on the whole enemies and remove all their Mercurial. That's like having a War Maiden or like an Odin, right? Like that puts AoE decreased defense, but you're also removing all their Mercurial instantly. So in this champion, in this easy 6-piece deflection, which they don't have to be good. They're not insane pieces. I mean, I think mine are pretty decent. Actually, I have defense main stats. But if I had defense flat stats or HP or even attack flat stats, I would still use them as long as they have high speed, right? Because this set is about accuracy and speed. Very similar to Perception, Pinpoint, Feral, right? It's all about that. So why do we need speed? Because you want this champion to go in front of your nuker to put down those things and do what they need to do. As you can see, mine has 527 accuracy. I have 325 speed, and I don't even have the 12 speed that goes up here, right? You can easily come here to send this, and you can get yourself 12 speed right there. So that means my Zargala could be even faster if I really wanted to at 337 speed. But I don't need that because I'm using 2 boosters, and 2 boosters are more than enough to make her so she can use her A3 and do that. Now, you might think to yourself, why are you using a nuker build if you're doing more debuff stuff? Because I want to eventually make this build where she has, as you can see, she has high crit damage, right? I want to eventually have 100% crit. 250% crit damage, 600 accuracy, and like 350 speed with a decent amount of attack. That's how I want to build her. That would be the right end game way to get her. I know most people can't do that. If you're just trying to build her, just build her fast with high accuracy. Even if she's squishy, don't matter. This is going to be your easy way. If you're early mid game or a late game player and you're tired of dealing with full team Mercurials, this is the way to do it. This is the way to get through it. And I'm doing it every single battle. I just go in, look, there's an epic. I go in, boom. Right? If they have Mercurial, we knock it off. If not, hey, I get AoE decreased defense. I'll take that. Thank you, please, right? And then cook them. Now, as you see there, I did. Unfortunately, my Helvy, for some odd reason, did not use her A3, which is weird. She's supposed to use her A3 to boost the Zargala. Uh-oh, it might not, maybe because I wasn't using the right preset. Let me see. Yeah, she's supposed to open up with the A3. I do not know why she did that A2 there. That was kind of weird. Anyways, let's just go to the next team here real quick. If you see any Mercurials or any shields or anything like that, if they're tanky, hey, look, AoE decrease defense makes it so your nuker goes. So even if you're not, you're like, even if you're Jay, but they don't have Mercurial, who cares? You're still putting that decreased defense out there and you're flying through the waves. You're flying through the waves of people's defenses. Now, if they have AoE Stone Skin, okay, that's where she kind of like gets cooked, right? But that's why you still try to bring another champion that can strip buffs, right? Like a Kymar or a Helvy or Marius, who can help you out in that situation. As you see here, they revive people. Who cares? Right? Boom. Look at that. She used her A2 there, and because I built her damage, she was able to throw out another A3. Look at this. She doesn't even have 100% crit rate, and she's doing almost 100k damage compared to my Marius doing 300k. Do you start to see the possibilities of the power of an epic that stays useless in 2026 because mythicals and legendaries are taking over? I think players just need to change their mindset and think of different ways to deal with the meta. So, hey, let me know in the comments down below. Do you have a Zargala and are you using her in deflection against Mercurial? And if not, maybe you need to change your ways. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.